Let's continue our lecture, part number 4, about human bioethics. Part 4, ethics committees review procedures, structure and functions. Procedure for passing the examination in the bioethics committee of Kyrgyz State Medical Academy. Definition of bioethics. Bioethics is an interdisciplinary field of knowledge and academic discipline and social institution that arose as a response to the most complex anthropological and ethical problems generated by the rapid progress of biomedical science and practice. Bioethics as a science of survival. Not everything that is technically possible is morally correct, and human interference in the environment must be controlled by the sake for the future of humanity. Role of bioethics in modern medicine. Understanding ethical issues. Bioethics helps to understand and analyze complex ethical issues that arise in medicine, biology, and other scientific fields. This includes issues related to patients' rights, ethical dilemmas in conducting scientific research, the use of new technologies, and many others. The development of professional ethics. Studying bioethics helps scientists realize their ethical obligation to patients, society, and scientific community, as well as develop skills for making complex ethical decisions. Development of communication skills, interacting with patients, colleagues, and other stakeholders requires the ability to communicate effectively and express one's ethical principles. Social responsibility. Studying bioethics helps scientists understand their role in society and the impact of their professional decision on patients, society, and environment. Developing critical thinking. The study of bioethics develops scientists' critical thinking and the ability to analyze ethical issues from all sides, preparing for the complexities of professional practice. The study of bioethics provides scientists with the tools and knowledge to help them effectively resolve ethical conflicts, make informed decisions, and cope with ethical challenges. Bioethics Committee, CBE, is a committee that systematically and continuously deals with ethical aspects of medical science, life science, and innovate health policy. The purpose of committee Bioethics Committee is to protect the rights and dignity of people involved in scientific research as subjects, protect animals from unhuman treatment in scientific research, consider the ethical aspects of declared research, and ensures safety guarantees. Committee Bioethic Task. Independent expert evaluation of research documents involving humans as subjects. Research using laboratory animals in accordance with international and national standards of good clinical and laboratory practice and standards of operational procedures, SOP, of this committee. to compliance with ethical requirements for research, an independent and objective assessment of safety and observance of human rights in relation to the subjects at the stage of planning and conducting the study. Legal aspects include observance of inalienable human rights and fundamental freedoms in accordance with international human rights standards, the right to life and health, respect for human dignity, privacy, right to information, as well as civil rights receiving and refusing medical care, informed consent. Committee bioethic task. Assessment of compliance with the qualification of researchers based on their scientific biography and or other documentation and technical equipment of the healthcare organization conducting the study. Development of recommendation and amendments and change to the documents and research materials submitted for ethical review, making an opinion on approval or disapproval of planned and undergoing research, including examination of additions and amendments to research protocols and ensuring ethical support for research involving humans in accordance with regulatory documents until their completion. Review of current research at intervals appropriate to the degree of risk for the subject, but at least once a year. Organization of an audit of the compliance of the conducted research with the legal norms and ethical standards required for such research. Development of standards of ethical expertise and their implementation in practice. Functions. Consideration of controversial issues that arose before, during, and/or after the completion of research and biomedical experiments, holding meetings, conferences, symposiums, cooperation with other national and international organizations in the field of science, conclusion of cooperation agreements in the field of development of ethical expertise of scientific research with interest organizations, conclusion of agreements on conducting an ethical examination of planned human assist research with individuals, individual researchers, and legal entities.